Watch this, my youth. Strange details of how famous Black Stars players' wives' divorce happened. Now, there is a paradox about life. When we have our wives give birth, we normally have a beautiful outdooring. Everybody comes to drink and dance, and we are happy. And when our family also has deaths, and we are bereaved, we also come out, gather the whole family, and say that, you know what? The birth that we celebrated some years back, that birth has now turned into death. In life, we have the positive and the negative, and both of them come together to make life tick and talk. But one thing paradoxical about marriage is this. When we are getting married, we are happy to have everybody come around and celebrate with us. But when there is a divorce, even though the Bible says in the Old Testament that we should give a divorce certificate to our wives, I wonder how many of us do that. Do we come together and also say, you know what? We met here to celebrate a marriage, and today the marriage is no more. We want everybody to know that this marriage is gone. The lady is free, the man is free, and free young ladies and young men can now serve as their suitors. In fact, my brother, my sister, this is so paradoxical of marriage. We talk about the marriage itself and we are happy. But when the divorce comes, we don't have a divorce party. My brother, my sister, it's not in all cases that divorce is a curse. It's not in all cases that divorce is actually sad. In some cases, divorce is happy. When you are married and then you have one spouse taking advantage of the other, maybe at the end of it all, divorce is what would save us. Even though we all said for better or for worse. And people are still thinking about this thing called for better or for worse. My brother, my sister, today I'm taking you through yet another journey. A Black Stars player, Abdul Majid Waris, my brother, my sister, was born in Tamale. Oh my God. Yes, he was born in Tamale. He's about 34 years old now. And he went all the way to school, thinking that his future would be from the school. But later in life, he realized that he could play a lot of football, soccer, and he decided to take up that. The Real Dreams Academy picked him up, groomed him, and then he got a chance to fly all the way to England, and that was where his international football career started. Abdul Majid Waris, very handsome, eloquent, oh my God, and a beautiful striker when he's on the football pitch. Now, Majid, whilst he was playing, was also invited to play for his nation, the Black Stars. And here you see him donning the Black Stars jersey. Many people love to see him. And then he went out on Facebook and saw a very beautiful lady, and something started moving in his DNA, and he felt the vibe. He felt love in his heart. Who was this woman? Habiba Sinari. Habiba Sinari. Now, Habiba Sinari is a very beautiful actress. And there she is. She comes from the Sinari family. In fact, this pretty lady called Habiba Sinari is known by almost every movie goer in Ghana. She was born on the 22nd of January in 1997 at the 37 Military Hospital. She was born to Alhaji Abdul Basit as the father and to Hajia Mariama as the mother. In fact, she was that pretty even at birth. Now the interesting thing, though sad, is that when her mother was pregnant with her, the father was absent. And then on the day that she was going to give birth and was in labor, the father simply said, according to her, I am going on a journey and I can't follow you to the hospital. So mother went into labor on her own, no husband around. Husband had gone out, leaving the wife to take care of herself. From that time, when she was told this later in life, she didn't really like the father too much. The relationship was not too good. And to make it worse, by the age of 2, her father and mother divorced. And she only became a young little girl who was taken care of by a single parent. Come here. This is the lady we are talking about. Her name is Habiba Sinari, from the mighty Sinari family. Egyptian, Moshi, mixed together. It's a very beautiful family. While she was growing up, she was very interested in acting movies. She went to school at the service military school at Burma camp. And then from there, she went to St. Mary's. After St. Mary's, she went to Gimpa, where she clocked 2 different degrees. And then she went ahead to do her master's. She had 2 masters, an MPhil and also a degree in public administration. This is Habiba Sinari. My brother, my sister. She got the opportunity to study medicine in China. The family gathered. They were so happy. Paid for her to go to China and study medicine. She flew all the way to China. First year of studying medicine, everything was smooth and beautiful. The family was ready to welcome home a medical doctor after a couple of years. Fortunately or unfortunately, in a second year at the university in China studying medicine, a young handsome footballer born in Tamale met her on Facebook and was swept off his feet. She equally was swept off her feet. They started talking love. And then they agreed that they were going to get married. Oh my God. My brother, my sister, they decided to get married. And this was 2017. She was only 19 getting into 20. According to her, the young man was about 10 years older than her. They went into the marriage. It was a Muslim marriage. They had 2 different ceremonies. One in Tamale, where the young man was born, and another one in Accra. Oh, what a beautiful story. The marriage was a celebrity wedding. All the Zongos came around. They wanted to see Abdul Majid Waris's marriage. All the other young girls who wanted her to have a very beautiful wedding came around and they danced their hearts out. This was the wedding. And to cap it, Chief Imam himself was there to bless the marriage. Oh my God. But right after the marriage, right after the party, when everybody went away, things started becoming bad. Come here. What happened? They shared photographs on social media. It looked like everything was good. But the young lady all of a sudden became pregnant. And when she became pregnant, oh my God, the young man was happy. But in her pregnancy, she was going through a lot. When I spoke with her, she told me, Black Rasta, oh my God, It was like I was a stranger. In the house there, so many different people would come there. It was like a family house. People speaking in a language that I couldn't understand. I was like a total stranger. In fact, I tried to keep the marriage going, but I was bored. Coupled with a pregnancy, I was almost depressed. The depression came later. Postpartum depression. And she said enough was enough. After she had spoken with the husband over and over, she said, you know what? I don't think I belong here. I want to go. Because the husband had told her, if you are talking about my family interfering in our marriage, I am a Dagomba boy. That is what I cannot call a crime or a problem. A marriage is not between just a man and a woman. It's between families. Your family can come here. My family can come. So when my family comes here, please let my family be. And if you don't like it, then I don't know what I will do. She asked Waris, choose between me and your family, my happiness and your family. And he chose his family. He said, hey, I choose my family, not you. He said, is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? And boom, she decided to ask for divorce, packed her bag and baggage, and left the house. The family decided to come together to sort things out. But in her own words, they already wanted me out because I knew too much. You know what they did? They said that, oh, let her go. She would come back. After all, this was a wealthy guy who was playing in some of the very good teams abroad and was earning some good cash. Let her go. She will come back. So she left with the baby. She didn't come back. The first month, second month, and this marriage lasted about 1 year. Married in 2017. By 2018, the marriage was already history. And Habiba Sinari took the child away, nursing the child. But this is where the story gets so sweet. Come here! My brother, my sister. This is the story of Abdul Majid Waris, Ghanaian footballer who played for the Black Stars. And we're hoping that he will come back and play for the Black Stars again because he still has the skills. He plays in Cyprus. He plays for a team called, let me try and remember the name. What's the name? I'm trying to remember the name. It's a team in Cyprus. It's like Anorthosis. Anorthosis, that's the name. Yes. So, after some time, Waris probably felt lonely and felt that despite everything, I still need my wife. So he went on to speak to his wife. And wifey said, you know what? The divorce was so bad. Both families knew if we are coming back, then we have to bring the families again. In her own words, he was too proud to do that. And the marriage stayed where it was. My brother, my sister. But she didn't end there. As I keep saying, it is not every divorce story that is that sad. It might be sad because the two couldn't live together. But sometimes, what originally was not brought together, we don't have to be too sad that it didn't stay together. My brother, my sister, it was a celebrity wedding. Big and huge. My brother, my sister, can I tell you more? Habiba Sinari, right after the divorce, looked at herself and said, you know what? I have lost out on the medical school in China. Everything is gone. Can I just do something else? Maybe she wanted to be like her auntie in the family. How many of us remember Kalsum Sinari? There was a certain commercial she was on. And I'm talking about Benjilo. Benji Low, so much gloves in those days. Slim. She was an actress and she also married a footballer. Which footballer did she marry? Do we all remember the Black Stars footballer called Tony Bafo, who used to ply his trade in Germany? Maybe she wanted to be like Kasum Sinari. But when she realized that it wasn't working, she ran to the media. So it was no longer private, as some people keep peddling. What did she say in the media? Sometimes it got so tribalistic that many people said, Habiba, cool down. Habiba Sinari reveals what led to her divorce with footballer. That wasn't all. She was still in the media. And this was what she said. My ex-husband told me he wouldn't choose me over his family. And this is Habiba Sinari talking. Whoever wanted to hear her story, she told it. She was so young, 19 years old. She got into the marriage, maybe not too much experience. And she couldn't take it when members of the family, 6, 7, 8, could come without warning and be in the house and speak a language she couldn't understand. So she said she would never advise anybody to marry from that ethnic group. I don't want to mention the name of the ethnic group. And people from the ethnic group came at her in the media, throwing all kinds of innuendos. And it looked like her life had come to an end. She lost out on medical school in China. She was able to grab 2 masters. My brother, my sister. Today, as we speak, she got married again. Habiba Sinari is married to a Ghanaian Nigerian. Ejuku. Ghanaian actress Habiba Sinari wears US-based media executive Ajegu Akiju. That's the name. And how did this story come about? She told me exclusively how the whole thing happened. It's a lengthy interview, but I've cut it into about 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. So you would hear what she told me. What did she say? She started by telling me how she met Waris and how they came together to marry and the problems she had in the family and how she met her new man and they got married. I have more. Watch this.
So you and Waris met. How did you meet?
Oh, on social media. He messaged me on social media and trying to introduce himself to me. I don't even know. It just happened, but it was on social media. He started it.
And you exchanged numbers?
Yes. And he actually just said he wants to marry me. That's it.
Did the families try to sit together to fix the marriage?
Yeah, they tried, but not to fix. It's like more of an explanation. But when they realized I knew too much and there was no way this girl will come back, they said, "Oh, I should go. I'll come back." That kind of.
Who said that? His family or your family?
His family. Like, oh, there I go. You'll come back.
And after you left, you were not talking. He didn't call. You didn't call.
He did. He called. He tried to get back after the thing had escalated. He was being arrogant about it, and so when the thing escalated, that's when he was trying to lure me again on the side to come back. And I kept on saying, no, it's a family thing. If you want to come and get it right, you have to come rightfully.
With the family.
So that when you do that, they can give you conditions and you can really, abide by them, because you didn't pick me up from the gutters And I can't have you put me in a home where you claim is my home, but everybody literally lives there. Visitors come from the north without calling. Your mom brings 6, 7 people to come and sleep there, and it's very much cook for everybody and do. But I don't like everything was just not making sense.
I see. How did you meet him?
Yes, he was basically my friend. He had projects I worked on, and he just happened to put me on a lot of projects because I was Muslim and he was Muslim too. And he actually thought I was married. He didn't cross boundaries. And one time, he was thanking me for being on a project, and it just one thing led to the other. And that's when he realized I was not married. And he just said to me, if I were to get married to you, would you agree?
Wow.
So that was it. It just happened.
Oh, beautiful.
So that was about her new husband. After this one fell apart, in about a year, she moved on, met a guy who was putting her on so many projects. And according to her, because he's Muslim and I'm Muslim, so we're gelling so much. And he thought I was married. Because of that, he never crossed the bounds. Then later, when he got to hear that I was not married, he asked if I could marry him. And I jumped on board. And this is the marriage. My brother, my sister, she lives in the US. And because of the citizenship of this guy, her son with Waris has also become an American citizen. The child was born in 2018. So the son is 7 years old. We won't go into some of the personal, very personal issues. But she has another child. A few weeks ago, she put to bed. In fact, when we were speaking, all of a sudden the baby started to cry. And I had to let her go to breastfeed the baby whilst I held on, and she returned to talk to me. What is the moral of this story? Come here. It is not in all cases that bad news is truly bad news. Sometimes it is a platform for you, a springboard for you to jump into other things. Now, Waris is doing so well with his football. He is also blessed. By now, he might probably be saying, you know what? I'm sure we were not meant for each other. He might also be moving on. I do not believe in for better or for worse. If there's a problem in the marriage that can be fatal, I won't sit in that marriage and wait for a gunshot to travel through my brains before I advise myself. And I don't advise any woman or any man to allow himself or herself to go through a certain mantra called for better or for worse. Now, the most interesting part of the story is here. Habiba Sinari is about to finish her PhD. So she will return to Ghana the next year, 2026, and her name would change from Habiba Sinari to Dr. Habiba Sinari. My brother, my sister, after she went to service military school, and then she went to St. Mary's and to Gimpa, she went all the way to study at a university that is called Livingston International University of Tourism and Excellence Business Management. It's a long name. And she told me, Black Rasta, I am about to finish my PhD. I asked her if she had regretted her marriage, the first one. She said no. Everything is a learning curve. Do you still talk to your ex-husband? Oh, because I am married now, we hardly talk. If anything at all, it will be about the child. We haven't spoken with Abdul Majid Waris, because this story basically is about how a young woman has been able to move out from the dust and rise into wherever she is right now, when she should be at home brooding and crying. It was all over in the media. People reported it. My brother, my sister. But this is what nobody is reporting. She's about to come home with a PhD. And Waris has also moved higher and higher with his football. Sometimes bad news is actually good news in disguise. We don't support divorce, but where it is most necessary, where fatalities could come out of a certain union, we gladly will support it. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, today the beautiful actress is having fun. Waris is having fun. What else can we wish for them? If this was a fairy tale, we say, and they lived happily ever after. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power.